What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I want to talk about the pet system in ROX Global, as I've just recently unlocked this feature in the game. To be honest, I was totally amazed and speechless at how good this feature is in this game, as compared to what I had previously experienced in the Southeast Asian version. So if you haven't unlocked this feature in the game, and you don't know how the pet system works in the global version, here's a quick and easy guide on this new system. But before we start, let's check out the sponsor of this video. Do you want to stay online 24/7 in this game, but don't want to use your phone or you don't have a computer to do it? UgPhone has got you covered. UgPhone is a cloud emulator that is perfect for AFK grinding. It is a cloud phone that runs independently in the cloud without consuming the memory or battery of your physical device. Even if you close the UgPhone app, your game will still continue to run in the cloud, which makes this the perfect app for AFK grinding for 24 hours, 7 days a week non-stop. You can also run multiple instances of UgPhone in one account, which allows you to play multiple games or accounts simultaneously. UgPhone is available in Google Play for Android, App Store for iOS, Windows Store for PC, and you can also use a web browser to run UgPhone. If you want to try out UgPhone, you can use my link shown in the description below. Note that when you are playing in the Southeast Asian region, make sure to select the Singapore servers. You can also use my invitation code, which gives you an extra 488 diamonds from UgPhone that you can use to extend your time in using the device. 12 diamonds is equal to an hour of an extension, so the 488 diamonds is an additional 40 hours in using the UgPhone cloud device. So thank you guys, and thank you UgPhone for the sponsor. Now let's get back to the video. As mentioned earlier, I was rendered speechless when I first saw the pet system in the global version. It is very different to what I was accustomed to in the Southeast Asian version. So if you haven't seen this yet, the pet system will be available to all the players in the game once you reach level 50. After that, you will receive a side quest about the pet system, and you need to complete a simple tutorial on how to catch a pet in the game. If you are coming from the Southeast Asian version, you will be surprised at how pets are captured in the global version, as there is a separate UI when trying to tame a pet. This is honestly quite refreshing, as the way you catch a pet is like playing a separate minigame. But before we go to the actual process on how to catch a pet, let's first talk about the material that you need to use. And this material is called the Pet Radar, which can be bought from the Pet NPC in Frontera. Once you use the Pet Radar, a catch button will appear, and once you click that, you will then be directed to a new UI. Now, in order to catch a pet, you need to match the font color of the text that will appear from the left side of your screen to the colored button on the lower side of your screen. For example, the text that appeared has a yellow color, which means that you need to click the yellow button to deal damage to the pet. In order to get a perfect hit, you want to click the button when the target icon is beside your own HP bar. If you click the button too early, it will deal a lower damage to the pet's HP. Once the pet's HP has been exhausted, the pet will then be transferred to a cage, and you have successfully caught that pet. Do take note that players will have a maximum of 20 attempts to catch a pet per day. Players need to make sure that they utilize those attempts daily, as this will benefit you later, as I explain more in the video. In addition to that, once you fill up your pet proficiency shown in the lower left side of your screen, you can easily one-hit a pet when trying to catch them. Currently, there are 5 pet rarities in the game, from white, blue, purple, orange, and rainbow. The lowest rarity will start from the white, and the highest will be the rainbow rarity. Do take note that the purple, orange, and rainbow pets can also be bought in the exchange center. The purple pet can be bought using your crystals, while the orange and rainbow pet can only be bought using diamonds. The main difference between the pet rarity are the pet attributes that they have. Of course, the higher the pet rarity, the higher their stats are going to be. Now, let's talk about one of the things that I really like when it comes to the pet system of the global version. And that is, pets can be used in both combat and life skills. As you can see on the window, there are two segments for the pet assignment. One for battle and one for work, which is the other term for the life skills. Obviously, the pet for combat are the pets that you will use in fighting monsters or players in the game, while the pet for work are the pets that you can assign to help you out in your life skills from gardening, mining, fishing, and smelting. Now, what you're seeing on the screen is just an example. There are better pets that you can get that will really give you a boost in your life skills. For example, this pet will increase the mining speed by 20%, while the hornet pet will increase your gathering speed as well. So of course, you would want to use those pets instead when it comes to the work assignments. What's crazy about this feature is that the pets will even have their own backpacks where they will put the things that they get. So basically, these pets are actually helping you in doing the life skills in the game. Do take note that when assigning pets for the work assignment, you need to align their life talent skill accordingly in order to trigger their effects. Now, let's go on a deep dive on the pets in the game. So currently, there are three segments of a pet. We have the level, the characteristics, and skills. The level is very straightforward. You need to reach a certain level or milestone in order to increase the star of your pet. You need to have the following materials: the spirit fruit, which can be bought in the pet store NPC, and the legacy flames, which you can get by releasing the pets that you have caught. Remember when I said earlier that you need to utilize your pet capture attempts daily? This is the reason why, in order to get the legacy flame material. Next is the characteristics of the pet. These characteristics provides more stats either to the master or to the pet. Note that gaining a characteristic is random, meaning you have no control on what characteristic you will get. If you don't like the attributes that you have gotten, you can do a reroll using the Enlightenment Potion, which can also be bought in the Pet Store NPC. Do note though, that the more attempts that you do when rerolling for the characteristics, the materials required will be increased. So be mindful of that, as rerolling in this game is quite expensive in my opinion. Then finally, moving on to the skills of the pet. Each pet will have 3 skill slots available. In order to learn a skill, you need to have a skill book or a scroll. Each skill book in the game has their own rarity, from blue, purple, and orange. And at the same time, the available scrolls in the game are vast, as there are skills for combat as well as for the life skills. Now, the big question is, how can you get these materials? The first method is through your Odin's Blessing, as there is a very low chance that you can get these items while consuming your Odin's Blessing. The next available method is through the Pet Gacha, although only the blue and purple materials are available in the machine. And to be honest, look at how many scrolls are available in this gacha. This means that your chances of getting your desired skill is very low. And for the final method, you can get the purple and orange skill books in the exchange center using your crystals and diamonds respectively. Now, this is where you really have to take note. Whenever you are using or learning a skill for your pet, this skill will be randomly assigned to a skill slot, meaning you have no control if the skill will be assigned to the first, second, or third slots. So if your first slot already has a skill that you desire, there is a risk that this may be overridden once you try to learn another skill. For me personally, this is the only thing that I really don't like in this pet system. as it is going to be annoying if the system suddenly overrides a specific skill that you desire. So again, make sure to remember that whenever you are trying to learn a skill for your pet. And finally, for the last part of this video, let's talk about the Battle Pet assignment. So currently, there are 6 slots available in this segment, meaning you can assign 6 pets at the same time. However, you can only deploy 1 pet at a time. You as the master can get the benefits of the deployed pet's talent skill as well as their characteristics. However, when it comes to the skills of the pet, you can gain all the stats from the 6 assigned pets. For example, if all of your 6 pets have a base mastery of Int, all of those will add up and be transferred to your own stats, which gives you a total of 246 Int. I mean, bro, that's awesome! You will definitely gain a lot if you have the right skills for your pets. So that is something that you need to develop over time as you go through your journey in the game. But anyway, that's it for the pet system in the global version. What are your thoughts on this pet system in the game? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, and if you want to see more ROX content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. GG!
You're a superhero.